Hi everybody. Hope everybody's having a good day. It's pretty and sunny today on the homestead. We've had a lot of rain. Now we got sunshine today. It's in, I think, the mid-60s, but the wind's blowing, but it's all good. I don't have a recipe today. I just thought we'd talk a little bit. But my chickens are out on the front porch if you hear them. I let them out for a little bit and they's happy. But I got to messing with and cleaning on my cookbooks this morning. I have hundreds of them. I quit buying them because I had too many. Plus the fact when Pinterest come out, there's no telling how many recipes I've pinned on Pinterest. I'll never cook all them recipes. But even at that, I love my recipe books. And, you know, I do have some that I bought brand new, but most of my recipe books I have found through the years, many years, a long time ago. I bought them at flea markets because you can get them at a good deal there. And I remember one time I subscribed to cookbooks where you got them one a month or something like that, and I had to quit doing that. That was getting expensive. So I was like a cookbook addict. I had to stop. It was hard, but I did. But anyways, why don't you look at my glasses? You ever seen my granddaughter? Got a hold of them. But anyways, I just wanted to show you some of these cookbooks because I laughed at some of them because, I mean, some of them are from back in the 70s and in the 40s. But this one really cracks me up. This one is, and I got this at a flea market, no telling when. And it's a Jell-O cookbook. It's 3-in-1. Jell-O, Philadelphia cheese, and Baker's. I mean, there's a lot of good desserts in here, and I never look at this. I mean, I've looked at it, but I haven't made anything out of it, but I'm going to. I want you to look at this book. Have you seen one of these? If you have, tell me. Because I got this at a flea market. I mean, I'd never seen the book. But anyways, that's an older book. And this one really cracked me up. This one is French's, like French's mustard, casseroles, and more. And there are some wild recipes in this thing. I mean, I bought it at a flea market. Probably didn't even open it up and look, see what recipes was in it. But this one is arugula prosciutto whipped breadsticks with garlic mustard sauce. I'll never make that. But anyways, here it is. Does anybody have one of these cookbooks too? I mean, really, why do I keep these things? I will. When I'm dead and gone, my kids will come to my house and they'll just start probably chunking and burning. Why did Mother have these silly recipe books? I don't know. I like looking at them. Put my broken glasses on. And this one, it come from an auction. She had a box full of books, and she just was auctioning off each box at so much money. And this was in one of the books, and it's Cooking with Faith Ford. Y'all remember her? Now I had sit down and research this book. And she was a very good, talented cook. And she's got a lot of good recipes in here. Does anybody have this book? I mean, if I wouldn't have been at that auction, I probably never would have even known that this recipe book was even, you know, even there. But that's an older cookbook. I want to show you this one. This one don't even have a back on it anymore. But it's called Yesterday, Today, and Tomorrow. And it's full of the best recipes. This was the first cookbook I ever got. It was in my hope chest before I got married. It was given to me by my aunt. And, I mean, I've used it so much. Like I said, the back's not even on anymore. Of course, it didn't stay in my hope chest very long because I got married when I was 16. But anyways, That was 100 years ago. But this was my very first cookbook, and it has a lot of good recipes, and I've even wrote in it. And look at the grease stains on it. I mean, I hope my kids keep that one. This book here was Paula Deen's, one of her first cookbooks, The Lady and Sons. And I can remember when Paula Deen first started on TV. I just loved her. Well, I didn't love her, I didn't know her, but I loved her show and her cooking. And I guess her personality, I don't know, but I watched her all the time. And of course I bought her book. But I've had this thing for forever too. And it's got some really good recipes in it. But this is another one. It's an older book, but I won't get rid of it. I mean, it'll stay in my shelf forever, I guess. And I know there's probably several people that, older people probably, my age or older. This is called The Southern Cook's Handbook, a step-by-step guide to old-fashioned Southern cooking. I got this at a flea market. And, I mean, it's just got everything in it that you would. Fried soft-shell crab and frog legs. Round steak and brown gravy. Calf's liver and onions. Squash and onions. Vinegar coleslaw. Chicken and dumplings. Ham stock. Deviled eggs. Boiled peanuts. Whiskey sour. Wild cherry bounce. I mean, you name it, it's in this book. You just don't find stuff like this anymore. And this book, I'm probably not pronouncing this right. It's Brennans, Brennan's New Orleans Cookbook. And I got this at the auction too. It was in that box. And it's an older cookbook. But it's got some really neat, I mean, I've never cooked anything out of it. Red snapper hollandaise. Redfish something I can't pronounce. Well, half this stuff I can't pronounce. But anyways, I love this book. I look at it and I read the stories in it. But it's a New Orleans cookbook. This one's called The Kitchen Company. It's an old cookbook. But I have never made anything out of it. But I'll get it out and look at it. And this one's a funny one too. And somebody might have one of these. I don't know. But I never had seen one till I got it at the flea market. And it's Crisco Favorite Family Foods Cookbook. Isn't that funny? Just cracks me up. Can't help it. I was wanting to find one. Oh, this is the one that I really cherish. Not that I cherish her, but I just think it's a neat book to have. And this was in the box that I got at the auction. Martha Stewart, Entertaining. And this was one of her first books. And when I first seen this, I sat down and I looked at it for hours. And I read the stories and I researched the recipes. And not that half the stuff I'd cook because it's fancy stuff, but it still sounded good. But she's a very talented woman. And she started way, way back young. And there's some pictures in here of her home, her homestead. She had a homestead. She just, I don't know, she's just amazing. And this is an older cookbook that comes from flea market. It's called Stirrups. And it's got a woman riding a horse. It's got a stirrup there with a little lady's cowboy boot there. But I've never cooked anything out of it either. But it's got a lot of good recipes in it. That's why I love the older recipe books. I mean, they do. They have good recipes in them. This is A Taste of Home from 2002. And I bet there's a lot of people that probably have this book, if not one like it. Of course, Taste of Home, I used to get their magazines all the time in the mail. This one's 1986. I've had this one ever since 1986. I think I bought this brand new. But it's Southern Living, 1986, annual recipes. And there's a lot of good recipes in there too. I've got the cake Bible that I've had forever. And this is a very interesting cookbook too, to sit down and read. And then I found this at a flea market. And it's Fabulous 50 Recipes Collection from the 1950s. And there is some funny recipes in here, but stuff that I wouldn't cook, but it's it's just neat to look at. Well, not that I wouldn't cook it, but I probably won't. This one right here is a busy woman's cookbook for the busy woman. And there's a bunch of us that are very busy. And this one right here, I don't know how it is. A woman's circle. I have no idea. There was no date on this, but you can look at it and tell. It's been around a while. But I mean, this not even beginning of my cookbooks, but this was just some of the older ones that I just kind of got a kick out of. I've got a bunch of cookbooks, and I just sit down and I just look at them and read them and go over them, and I may put it up and never cook a recipe out of them, but still, I keep them. But anyways, I bet there's a lot of ladies out there, and probably some men, that do the same thing. Collect recipes, collect recipe books, but it's just who I am. It's what I like to do. But anyways, if any of y'all have any of these cookbooks, let me know. I'd like to know. I mean, I'm just amazed at some of these older cookbooks. But some of them, I had one that I can't find, and it was back from, the date it was 1930, and it had handwritten. And I got it out of a box from an auction. I bet the people didn't know it was in there. And I don't know what I've done with it. But anyways, I hope y'all had a good day today. And I just want to sit down and talk to you. I've got the baby asleep right now, my little granddaughter, and got the windows open. I'm fixing to take her to her mama in a little bit, and I'm going to go back to work, and that's my day today. But I'll be back with the recipe. I know I've got a little bit of the winter blues right now because it's been raining a lot, so we ain't been able to do a whole lot in the garden, and I'm really getting anxious. Now, I do have seeds started. I've got some plants started. I have done that, and I'm gathering up stuff, but I'm ready to get after it. I know that. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed listening to me. I enjoyed talking to you. So we'll see you, and I'll be back with probably a recipe or something. So we'll see you later.